It's time to get live like a wire. Set the whole place on fire.
It's too early for.
Rap styles carry and vary like Mariah. Jeez.
It's
Okay,
too early
time
for.
was pretty good, weren't they?
It's too early for Live Like a Wire. You don't think? No? You can do Live Like a Wire at 7:48 in the morning, Eastern Standard Time.
I guess once you're up, then it's up.
That's what she said.
This is never too early.
I mean, so it goes, I guess. So it goes. I thought you weren't going to come and talk to me today, guy.
No, but we already discussed this. The day when was it last Friday? Last Friday we discussed the list of the all-star starters. And remember I said, does that mean that Pascal doesn't even make the team? Right, something like that. And then
my memory's not good. It's good we record stuff.
Yeah, so I'm like, so does that, like I was questioning you, I was asking you, like, does that mean that Pascal just doesn't make the team? And I'm like, even if he doesn't, he's gonna end off the season being all NBA anyways.
Is that what you said last week? I'm gonna record that. I gotta rewind that, guy.
But now I amend that with, if it's like, I want to blame Freddie, but if Freddie keeps playing for Freddie and the team doesn't even do better than they're doing now, then even that all NBA.
How you blame Freddie all of a sudden for them being shitty? They've been shitty all year, guy.
Yeah, but it's because of Freddie.
All year?
Yeah, for sure.
Not the leader of the team?
The leader of the team was injured. Then the team went down, and then Freddie starts playing for his contract. What can you do when your point guard is shooting more shots than you, and he's okay. I make it sound like I hate Freddie. I don't hate Freddie, right? But at the detriment of the team. So, for instance, he's shooting 37% on the season, right? But he's taking all these shots.
Okay, you must have done enough research last night after you saw the headlights come out, guy. Go on, I'm listening, guy.
37% on the season. Mm-hmm. Now, this is information that I probably gathered for conversations earlier. We just never get into the conversation.
Uh-huh.
You can't be shooting 37% on the season and then shooting the plethora of shots that you're taking, right?
This is true, I guess, but I don't know.
But again, man wants to get his millions. So there's that whole concept of, you know what are we gonna do in the season? Trust in Masai, right? As a fan, yeah, you trusted Masai, but as a player, you don't trust Masai.
You think?
Well, look at DeMar.
What about him?
DeMar had a conversation. Hey, Masai, so what's going on? Like, you think I'm going to be traded? I hear like rumors that I might be traded. Nah, man, relax, man. Go take your wife out to dinner. Everything is called traded now.
Traded. You're in the group chat too, guy.
And then the next day, DeMar was gone. There's a whole thing. It was like even DeMar was complaining about it like for like months after the trade. Like he would go on interviews and say, yeah, and you know, he even said to me, everything was fine. For the fans. Fine for the fans, DeMar.
So you're understanding. Oh, so you think. So who you take off the All-Star team to put Pascal on? Everybody? You probably put everybody on, yeah.
Okay. Research I did do on this is Pascal is one of only 4 players in the league to be scoring 25, 8, and 6 right now. Let me see. I know you sent me the list of the All-Star guys. Let me take a look and see who we got. We got Joel Embiid. He should be a starter. DeMar DeRozan. DeMar DeRozan comes off.
DeMar DeRozan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Their record is the same as the Raptors, basically. Drew Holiday, I guess he stays because he's on a very competitive team. Drew Holiday?
That's actually it for me. I was like, Drew Holiday is the only guy this guy can say can come off the team. If you don't say Drew Holiday, then if you're debating Drew Holiday, then I don't know, guy.
And Tyrese Halliburton is putting in some work. I guess he's is he the assist leader? He's putting in some work, and I guess they need representation. We don't really need Toronto representation.
You don't think?
I don't think the league really needs it. I think Toronto is that outcast child that did good, you know. You know, that child that came up, like, got none of the attention, got none of the familial investment, but they still managed to make it and become something themselves anyways. So I think that's what Toronto, they don't really want to shine on Toronto, but
guy, you still didn't tell me anybody confidently. So DeMar DeRozan comes out.
DeMar DeRozan is the one that I say for sure.
Yeah, that's not
and he doesn't go because his star power is bigger than Pascal's, and that's what I say about Pascal as well, is that he is a star but will never be a superstar because he just doesn't have that certain je ne sais quoi that grasp. Yes, yeah. That's
what she said. Guy, that's not a ringing endorsement for me, guy. That's not a ringing endorsement for Pascal Siakam, guy.
But that's just where I stand. He is amazing. He doesn't have that star power, that thing that captivates crowds. So his skill set is there, but just his appeal. The appeal is not there. That's what I've always said is the issue with our team, is that we don't have anybody that is that. We don't have a show pony. We
did, and you hated him, guy.
No. I knew why he came. I knew that we needed a show pony, and he came and he did what he was supposed to do. I understood that.
But you didn't like him, guy.
No, I didn't like that everybody thought that he carried. That he had a better record without him after he left and while he was there.
It's relative. We probably have a better record without Pascal too, but you know. Like, fuck. Just saying. You got a cookie cutter arguments, guy. Anyways. I'm just saying. I don't know.
They trade Pascal for half the NBA, then I guess we will have a better record.
We will, though. That's the thing. That's why you got to believe in Pascal, guy. Especially if OG is supposed to be able to get what he's supposed to get. They got to trade Pascal, man. Forget it. I'm just trade Pascal, and we win. Anyways.
So they're saying 3 first-round picks for OG. Masai be like, man, shit. 3 for OG. What am I gonna get for Pascal? I'm about to get LeBron and AD for Pascal.
LeBron's about to pass the record too, I guess. What, 2 more games? How many points did he score last night? He's within 50 points now or some shit.
Is it? So I know, at the start of the day yesterday, I was having a discussion with someone. They said that he's 89 points away. So he said, how many games do you think? And I said, 89. I said maybe 4 games.
No way.
And then so the guy's name is Ian, and he came up with the concept. He said that maybe LeBron waits and does it on Saturday against Golden State.
No, better against Milwaukee.
Against Milwaukee?
Yeah. Because then that's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, his other team, or some shit.
Okay, this gay. Okay.
Better story there. You need 63 points. Is that right? When was this posted? 8 hours ago. 63 points.
Okay.
Anyways, good for him.
So you say better against Milwaukee than against Golden
Yeah, who
State?
cares? Who cares about against Golden State?
Well, I mean, it's a big stage, big show. You know, like Saturday evening, everybody's home. Is it Saturday? Let's see.
I don't know. I don't know.
It's like you hate when I ask you questions.
I do, guy. I ask you when you ask me to use my brain. So I didn't research. Stop asking me this fucking time. It was like 7:58 a.m. on Friday after a long week. It's cold outside. It's fucking cold, man. I want to go get my coffee. It's cold. I gotta fix
Saturday,
my
February 11th. Is bad out there?
It's cold, man. Saturday, February 11th. He's not gonna last that long. That's a week
Nah.
away, guy.
Yeah, that's too long. 60 points and what we got here?
Yeah, three
1,
games
2,
tops.
3, 4. So he's going. So he's wait. What if he does it? What if he does it tomorrow
What's wrong?
against Luca?
Who cares?
What do you mean? Who cares?
Why? Who cares?
What if he does it tomorrow? Are you not hearing what I'm saying? What if he? How many points does he need?
60 something.
What if he does it tomorrow?
Wow. If he does it tomorrow, that's good. The fact that it's against Luca, who cares?
Okay, but if he does it tomorrow, that would be like incredible.
I guess.
Story for the ages.
Yeah. I don't know. He's old. It's like Incredibles getting up the stairs sometimes without creaking. So, you know.
If he did it yesterday against Indiana, then best player in the history of the game, hands down, no more arguments. Beats Kobe's
Ooh.
81.
Think?
If he did 89 yesterday.
Oh boy. All right. You know what today is?
Talk to me.
Shit. All right. Today is National Women Physicians Day.
Is that like Dr. Miami?
Dr. Pimple Popper guy. It's National Missing Persons Day.
What the?
I don't know what this shit is. It's four chaplains day. Who are the four chaplains? These immortal chaplains. I don't know. These guys are they're on a picture of a sinking boat. So I don't know about bigging them up. It's also National Wear Red Day, which is the first Friday in February.
So hold on. National Missing Persons Day is the same as National Four Chaplains Day who went down in a boat.
I don't know if they went down in a boat. That's what she said. But I think it's a stamp. There's a stamp here. It's a United States stamp, and there's a sinking boat. I don't know if it's the Titanic or anything in there. They're there. There's a picture of them on the boat. National The Day Music Died Day. What the fuck is wrong with these people?
Which nation?
This is America, I guess.
Which nation is this?
It's got to be America. And National Carrot Cake Day. So big up to that.
I used to like me some carrot cake.
I still like carrot cake. Like Tim Hortons carrot cake muffin is the best muffin they got. Just for the record. Did you get your free fucking coffee and donut guy for the class action lawsuit?
From where? From Tim's?
Hang on. It's also National Bubblegum Day. Yeah, guy. From Tim's. You didn't get your free donut, guy?
So what's this lawsuit?
I didn't even know. So it's a lawsuit because I guess when the app started, they were tracking information, where you were, stuff would pop up. You're at Tim Hortons, you get this and stuff like that. So somebody did a class action lawsuit against them, and they lost. And the winnings for that is a coffee and a donut. So if you have a Tim Hortons app, you should open your Tim Hortons app, scroll to the right of all your free shit, and you get a donut and a coffee for the man following you around the world and knowing where you are on your cellular device.
Damn. So I'm not using the Couture app properly. I'm not using the
No.
Couture app properly, dude. I should be
No.
knowing where my people at.
Yeah, guy. Why aren't you here getting a fucking haircut? What are you doing
This
in
Jay from
Burlington?
Couture. What you doing over there?
What the fuck are you doing over there? Yeah.
What you doing over there?
Oh boy.
How do you know?
How are they gonna know?
Tim told me.
Hmm.
How they gonna know?
Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm so happy I don't have to go anywhere today.
Yeah. I cannot say the same.
Oh?
Mm-mm.
No, I guess you gotta cut people's hair.
You gotta go cut people's hair.
That's unfortunate. I don't want to cut any haircut. Actually, I'm gonna line up.
You gonna get the lineup today?
I don't know. We'll see. See if there's any spots.
Hold on a second. What was that? Why? What was that? Hot?
Oh, hot flashes, guy. Yeah, this is a nice sweater. You can see the wool keeps me warm. I can go outside in this and be all right. You know? Hey, Kingston. All right, what's on the list here? What do we got going on? What else is going on in the world?
Well, I mean, is there any football happening?
Nope.
So football's
Pro
out for
Bowl,
weeks.
but nobody watches the Pro Bowl
Why is that?
because,
Is it not fun times or nothing like that?
well, I mean, of all the sports, it's the hardest to replicate a game in that matter, I guess, right? Like you can only play football one way, kind of. So you can't smash the All-Stars and stuff like that. And then it got too much the other way, so then they just stopped. Now they're doing flag football game or something shit like that.
In my mind, I was just gonna ask you. What if they played flag football? Would that make it more exciting, or like touch football or something like that?
And that's what they're going to do this year because it turned into touch football. It's like, oh, the guy's running. Okay, just hold him and stuff. So that's what it turned into. So now it's going to be flag football.
That's pretty cool.
I guess.
No, as you're saying that, I'm like, then why don't they just make it flag football? No equipment, no nothing.
Might as well just not do it, I guess. But I can see how it could be all right. So it goes.
But then, if they play flag football, do they play the same amount of players on the team?
I think so, but I don't know. This will be the first year, so I guess we'll see.
Okay. What does Che play? Che plays
music.
Che plays football, right?
Yes. Yeah.
What kind of football does he play?
Flag football.
It's not equipment. Oh, it's flag football. Okay. So how much? Do you know how many players on the field?
No idea. 7 maybe?
7?
But I'm not sure.
He's a runner. He's a track star. And Apothic Storm, she used to play too, right?
Yeah. I think she's in the Hall of Fame.
Apothic Storm. She's a runner. She's a track star.
So, yeah, she's in the Hall. I don't think Che's in the Hall, but she's in the Hall. So it goes. Oh my God, I'm tired. I'm still going strong. I'm 3 days into dry Feb.
Oh. Yeah. How does that make your evenings feel? I mean, you're home all day anyways. How does that make? Okay, usually.
So you're not drinking from 10 a.m., guy?
Yeah.
It was shot o'clock at 11 a.m.
Shot o'clock. When do you usually grab your first drink? Do you drink? Do you have a drink every day?
Not every day, most days, but after work, after my last meeting or so, my transition time.
Okay.
Like when people are commuting from when you're coming home from work, that's my drink. I don't get to blast music in the car on the way home. So I know people first world problems. I know. I understand. I understand this. So, yeah.
Does it
No chance.
is it hard? Is it hard to focus for the past 3 days? Like you haven't had a drink. Does that have any type of effect?
Mm-mm. Not yet.
Okay. Okay. Well, let me ask you this. So, How to Quit Smoking. That book is written by who?
Alan Carr, the
Alan
the
Carr.
easy way to quit smoking.
Right. So somebody was telling me yesterday, when they quit smoking maybe 10 years ago. But when they quit smoking, they went through a whole bunch of like throwing up and coughing, and then they eventually got pneumonia. And they said,
Damn.
yeah, and they said it was the doctor said it was because like their lungs were so injured, and now they're repairing themselves, and it left you susceptible to just picking up this whatever you got, right?
Stuff. Yeah.
Picking up this stuff. When you quit,
Mm-hmm.
was it like just I stop and there's nothing, or did you go through some shit? Like, did you go through some withdrawals? Did you feel any type of pain?
No, I didn't. But I think it was. I don't know. I think I was just bought into what he was saying in the book, so I think it was more of that
Mental.
mental than anything else. Because when I read, I knew I was done when it was whatever chapter 44. I knew I was done. It was an emotional experience, tears and everything. It was great. And so there was no chance I was smoking again after that. And then I think I remember going to the club. I remember going to the club a few days later, and it was fine. And then I was like, okay, now I know for sure I'm done. So,
And then times you can still smoke in the club.
yeah, I think so.
Or
maybe.
No.
It was
Did they cancel the smoking already?
2014. So they must have stopped that by then. I think in the club, because club was last, maybe, right? I don't know. You can smoke in the club again. Just you can smoke the weed in the club. Smoke the weed. Isn't it funny how the world works? You can smoke the weed everywhere now.
Can you?
I mean, you can, but you can't, but no, yeah. No, there was no symptoms of those sorts in that situation. So I was all right. No complaints there. So we'll see how it goes, but I haven't had a problem with any of the last 2 Februaries. So we'll see. I guess we can never say never.
You sent me a page yesterday, and I started listening through like a whole bunch of the posts from this Seven the Producer.
Yo, yeah, somebody hit me with that. I've been reading those all day yesterday too, guy. That guy's deep without being deep, and just hit you with it. Any of them hit you?
Well, I mean, he has 3 of them pinned.
Yeah.
And I guess I liked them. Like, they resonated with me. The first 3, let me play one. Let me play one of the 3.
The middle one, guy. That's a good one. Oh, actually, all 3 of those pin ones are good ones. Carry on, as you were.
Okay. Let me see here.
I have a brain that learns patterns. No, okay. I don't have trust issues. I have a brain that learns patterns. And right now, you showing me patterns. Now my antenna's up and you don't like it. I don't like it either. I was green as a golf course behind you. And you showed me red flags. So take it how you want. I'm not trying to avoid being hurt. I'm trying to avoid looking stupid. Because I know better. I don't have trust issues. I have a brain that learns patterns. No, hold on.
So there was that one. That was called Trust Issues. The man says he doesn't have trust issues. He has a brain that learns patterns. How you feel about that one?
That's legit. All right. I think you see what you see, right? Everybody does what they do, and at some point it just is what it is, I guess, in terms of how things actually happen. Because sometimes people will tell you there's a reason behind it, or I did this because, or blah blah blah, et cetera, et cetera. But then at the end of the day, it's just like, well, no, that happened again, or this happened again, and see, I can see that. And then it's not about what you think, it's what you see, I guess, more than anything. All right. So I think that's probably a big difference that's probably what I gather out of it. It's not like, oh, I think somebody's doing this. It's like, no, you did that. All right. So
when I'm hearing that, I'm thinking about we had a conversation the other day and we're talking about trust, and I say that, like, I believe we trust people more than we realize that we do. We employ a lot of trust, even in just randomly in the world, and when we realize that we do. And this one here, he's saying he doesn't have trust issues. He just recognizes patterns, and I believe that people are people, and I think you don't necessarily have to put your trust in people, but understand that people are going to do people-y things,
Yeah.
and like he says, patterns, right? And some people are just a certain way. Some people are just a certain way and they operate a certain way, even to their own detriment, even against their own will. People operate in a way that is detrimental to what they actually want, but because they're just so used to doing or being a certain way, they cannot change, or their patterns of behavior are just going to always be the same, even if they're trying to change. I mean, I find myself that way sometimes too. I find myself that way. Like there's things that I trust that I would rather change, but they don't. And I guess, you know what? We're reading a book now. We're getting ready to read a book called The Compound Effect, and ideally, this is supposed to help you create new patterns by compounding new ways of being on top of new learned ways of being. So just like minimally compounding new patterns of behavior. Wow, how relevant. I think we're gonna meet on that book next week.
Yeah.
Hey, laughing at.
Oh, you got it. What was the? Looks like you got a notification at the right time.
No.
Oh, checking. No, but to your point, I think as well, the pattern kind of also. It actually shows who you are, right? Like I could roll up on somebody today and say something to them. They're like, "This guy's an asshole," and I'm like, "Really? All right, cool." But then I'll be around people for an extended period of time. And then, most of them won't think I'm an asshole because that's what they see from over time with a pattern and stuff like that, right? So it is built in. It is that. It is where sometimes you just can't judge a moment. People make mistakes, I guess, too, right? And or get blinded by a particular thing, but that's just at that time in that situation. Outside of that, at the end of the day, you're just probably a good person or a bad person, right? And it'll show. You can only mask it for so long, I guess, too, right? Because there's people out there trying to mask some shit, and you can only do that. Like you'll mess up. So your pattern is masking shit. And then that'll catch up to you too, right? You'll see it. So I think it is relevant to what's happening or what he's saying as well. But yeah, I've been all over this guy's page. Like do the middle one at the top, guy.
Middle one at the top.
Oh, I don't know. You're on a fucking Android, guy. It might be bottom left somewhere.
But it's pinned, right? It's pinned. Right? Let's go.
No. Hold on. If I'm talking to you about an issue I have, let's address that issue. Don't deflect by saying, and what about you? We can't get nowhere pointing fingers with no solutions. Let me get mine out and we fix that. Then you get yours out and we fix that issue. But bringing up something you could have been spoke on only because I spoke on something, let me know you was holding what you had as ammo. No, hold on.
Yeah, I mean techniques, but then it takes a whole discipline. It takes a whole real discipline to operate in that manner too, right? Because sometimes when people getting their shit off on you, in your mind you're like, what?
Mm-hmm.
And then you want to get yours off, but like I guess what he's saying is, okay, if they come to you with the issue first, then let's correct that issue first.
Yeah, because then you get no, like aren't those the conversations where you get nowhere, guy?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Oh, you did this. Oh, well, you do that too. Or what happened about? I saw you doing. I saw you. Okay, it just gets nowhere. You know, you miss the whys behind it, and then it's just a battle of trying to get your story out, and then it becomes useless too, right? So.
Mm-hmm.
But then to be able to say that, and you can't say that, and sometimes it's hard to say that in a conversation as well, right? So, man was just like, "No, we're going to talk about this first."
It's like that one sounds like it makes so much sense, but also sounds very difficult. Like it takes a certain level of maturity.
Yes, and that I think that level of maturity is out there. It's in different people. It's in different. Yeah, some people just approach things differently and are able to communicate. I mean, it's not perfect or 100% all the time, but I think I've learned that people just communicate differently. And sometimes you got to meet them where they are to communicate some things. Like you don't got to stay there, right? But sometimes you got to meet them where they are, because that's where they're coming from their understanding, right?
How about that conversation starts and then you're like, all right, okay, you know what? All right, you get your stuff off. We'll fix that problem, and then after we'll address my issue. Mm-hmm. And then you sit there and you listen and you go through the barrage of things and you're like, all right, and then you fix that problem. And then it's like, all right, my turn. And then it's like, all right, I gotta go. Like,
I don't know. Then you decide if that's what you choose to engage with as well.
Right.
I think that's the other piece about meeting people where they are. You can meet them there and then be like, not good enough. Don't want to deal with that. Those types of things. I mean,
mm-hmm.
it could be a decent conversation even. Like you could still address what you're addressing, but you also maybe don't want to go there to have to address it all the time. All right. So, or go there to meet that person. And maybe that's too much energy too. And having to maybe, defer or adjust or get away from your own authenticity, I guess, a little bit. Because then that might make it harder for you to pass on your message, I guess, right? So can't always sit in other people's poop is what I've learned.
Cannot always sit in other people's poop.
Yeah, write that down.
T. Hotshot. February 3rd.
February. How do you say February? Janvier, February, Mars.
T. Hotshot at 8:21 a.m. Friday, January 3rd.
Whew. Speaking of January,
what are you gonna get into?
What the hell, guy, it's too early, guy.
I gotta get ready for work. I got an early start today.
Early start? Who you got in the shop, guy? We're gonna go paparazzi your shop. You don't do early work for just anybody. We're gonna see it live on the internet. Anyways, I was just gonna say, speaking of January, this Wednesday on the Boom Boom chat room.
Ooh,
with Denise Jojo and Mrs. Ron C. That would be also known as Fave and Ma'am. They got L Mags on the show this week, I hear. Is that right? I saw a commercial for L Mags. So that's good. That's happening in January. Next Tuesday on the big show, we will have DJ Pauly Lopez, Tuesday, 9:30. The DJ Pauly Lopez.
DJ Pauly Lopez.
DJ Pauly Lopez. And what else? I think that's it. That's it. All right, you can tell everybody that you want to leave now, if there's anybody here.
All right, everybody. Thank you
I
for
gotta
joining
find
Pizza
somewhere to go.
in the Break Room, Cold Pizza Edition. We'll see you next week, Tuesday, 9:30 p.m. Tell a friend, and tell a friend to tell a friend. Join us. Have some good time. Figure out what Paulie Lopez has been up to, who he is, who he was, how he got to be. How we got to be Paulie.
Legendary.
Mesh Marina.
Like
Have a
Larry
good morning.
Legend
Have a
guy.
good weekend.
Larry Legend. All right. Who's here? Denise Jojo's here. Mrs. Ron C's here. Big up. Jer's here.
Hey.
Big up. Big up. Y'all. Quite a few people here this fine morning. DH Lady. Foxy G's in the break room. Fun Fit Mom. Comfy Krista. Tata. Miss Sylvia. Mr. D Mac. Big Guard.
Hey.
Shanala. Anyways, big up, y'all. We're gonna go see DJ Aristotle this morning. He'll wake you up at a nice pace. Nice pace. It's like your wake up music, like your alarm.
Let's go Raptors.
When next we see the Raptors, when next we talk, the Raptors might look a little bit different.
When is it trade deadline?
Tuesday, I think, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Wow.
Good luck with that. We'll see how that goes. Anyways.
Wow.
Happy Friday, y'all. Have a good weekend. Stay warm, all that good stuff. Warm up your car a little bit. Put on your heated seats. Wear the woolly socks. Put on some long johns. Off to Aristotle we'll go. Peace out, y'all.
Fix their problem first, and then get into fixing yours.
We're out.
All right, my boss.
All right, man. Have a good day.
Me too, boss.
Big up.